Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, there you go. Where's
So-
your night shift?
It's a little bit later in the day right now.
Yeah.
As a lot of you may know, may not know, we had bad weather. Had tornado sirens going off. Crazy. I don't know did any tornadoes hit anywhere?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I know there was a squall line,
Yeah.
and I know there were some circulations.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything ever actually touched down. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. But
It's starting.
yeah, it's that time, and it sucks. But you live in Oklahoma, what do? You know, if you're Florida, Texas, the coast, you know, you get your hurricanes. Just wherever you live, you're gonna have to deal with something.
Yeah.
But luckily, we are very much aware of just like, all right, take cover, be good. Next day, go back at it, and it's what it is. But I really thought it was gonna be a lot more rain out here, which we did get enough rain. If you guys will be watching Crocker Life later, you guys will see. Man, I don't know if it's a splinter or the plastic.
I got some plastic in there.
We worked on something. It'll be on the Crocker Life.
You guys will love.
Yeah. Something we've done before,
Yeah.
but it's something that we needed again.
Yeah.
And weather today actually feels pretty good. Had a hoodie and stuff on earlier, but
You didn't want to mess it up.
yeah, no. So we're kind of just at the point right now where, one day it might be tornadoes, next day might be good weather. So we definitely have figured out you just roll with the punches, and you build when you can, and other than that, you just try to figure out what the heck you could do.
Yeah, because there's always something to do besides work on the house here. I mean,
Endless.
It's absolutely endless. Anybody that lives on land, whether you have animals or not, a homestead, it's just, it's nonstop. Doesn't matter.
It don't matter how long you've been there either.
Yeah, it's always something to do. So you just kind of take advantage of the days that aren't good for actually building the house. Like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So, and it's actually kind of nice. I like it.
Yeah, and then like one of the neighbors texted and was like, "Hey, I forgot to turn my heater off in my wheelhouse. Do you mind going and turn it off?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." He lives somewhere further away, so I was telling Danielle when we went down there to do it, I was like, "There's nothing worse than if you leave and you're say an hour away, and there's one little thing." But that one little thing can burn your whole wellhouse down, you know? So it's like, oh. So it is nice being good with our neighbors and stuff, and they can reach out or we can reach out. And I don't know. That's the beauty, I guess, of living out in the country. How long have you lived at that house in town?
5, 6 years?
How many neighbors do you know?
0. Actually, a couple down the road, but that's only because,
Work.
yeah, we work together. But it's weird because it wasn't like that growing up in my neighborhood. Like, I knew, like, the house I grew up in, we knew all the neighbors, but it's just that neighborhood, nobody really talks to each other.
It's a lot of more of older people, I
Yeah.
guess. So I think they've already,
They just like,
they've done their life of talking.
yeah.
They're just chilling.
Yeah.
But it is normally when you live in like a town, like a bigger city or whatever, you really don't know a lot of people, but out in the country you get to know them and stuff. And it's always interesting too out here whenever people come by and they're like, "Yeah, this was so-and-so's land." And then they'll start telling you the history of it, and that it's been like straight woods forever since they were a kid. And they're like, it's really cool to see that you guys are like doing this. It's never been this, and you guys are coming out and like sculpting, yeah, and making it your own thing. And they're like, it's just cool to see. When in reality, it could be neighbors being like, "We don't want more neighbors. Get out of here."
Yeah.
But anywho, I don't know. It's nice to see progress, even like today, where we're not getting as much done because everything's wet, muddy, slick. And you just kind of take advantage of all the other things you got to do. So it's just this part of it. You have your surgery coming up, which I feel a lot better about now after talking to the doctors and everything.
Yeah. As it's getting closer, I'm getting a little bit more nervous, but it's just, you just gotta not harp on, I don't know, the scary side of it, and just, I don't know if I've talked about this on here, but one thing my aunt, she did teach me was like, whenever you start thinking of like, what if that could go wrong, it's like, or what if everything goes great?
Yeah.
You just think about that.
Your mindset's crazy.
Yeah, just what if everything goes great, and then that helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we're comfortable with our care team, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and I feel the same way too about like that. But as far as like taking a risk on YouTube or going after a new type of job or whatever, like you could so easily get stuck in the, well, what if it goes wrong? Well, what if this? Well, what if that? Or it's like, what if I do this and it really pays off?
Yeah.
You're going to go way further in life thinking that way than like, well, what if it just doesn't work?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if say your job doesn't work, there's how many other jobs out there?
It's good to have like a plan B, like if it doesn't work.
Don't blindly do something.
Yeah, don't blindly, but if you have, like, you think about that, but instead of just dwelling on it, you come up with a game plan, and then it's like, all right, but what if it does work? Then there you go.
Because it's like our scenario right now is, what if we decided not to do this surgery, and later it was more of a complication for our kid, or like the thing in there, I don't know what it's called, gets too big and it causes complications or whatever. It's like, but what if we take care of it now and things are good?
Yeah.
So that's what you have to focus on. I don't know. Life is definitely a whole mind game.
It's just full of choices. It's crazy, like, and then the outcome of it. But the other day, I had a memory on Facebook, you know how those pop up, and it was like, Jason and I have 4 years of friendship on Facebook. And I was like, literally 4 years ago today, you sent me a friend request. Now I'm having your baby.
Yeah, we're married, we have land, having a baby.
Just because you sent that friend request.
Yeah, one little thing turned into all this.
It's so crazy that one little thing just, like, I mean, exactly, literally what you said. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Kind of just thinking, one little friend request.
Yeah.
But now here we are.
Yeah, and it's it's crazy. And all it was in the section of people you may know. We had one mutual friend that I had just got to know, and popped up, and I was just looking through them. Just like, oh, I see people from school I went to school with, whatever. I said, just real quick, and I was like, huh? And I went back, and I was like, I'll look. So I looked at it, and I was like, she's a nurse. She lives in the Tulsa area. She's...
Yeah, I lived an hour and a half away.
Yeah, good looking. This ain't gonna work, but we'll see what happens. And I just sent you a friend request and didn't say nothing. And I was like, if she accepts it, then I'll message her. If not, then
I remember I
get it.
On my way to work, and then I think at work you messaged me.
Yeah, because you showed
something.
people at work and they didn't think I was be very good.
No.
You work with some of the people that watch, huh? Some haters.
No, they love you.
Now.
It was just I think you sent me a picture. It was like it was the boots with the jeans or whatever. They're like, a guy that wears his boots like that
Is cool.
I was like, it's just a different vibe, all right?
Well, when you're a skinny guy, you have...
And you had those, like, really tall snake boots that
Yeah.
like went up to the knee.
Yeah. You don't have snake boots and then put your jeans over the top.
Yeah. That was the only
That would
thing.
be the weird guy that
Yeah.
would do that.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
But, yeah, so...
Yeah.
You just never know. Every little decision that you make, whether it's good or bad, puts you in the spot.
That, like, literally can affect your life. Like, 4 years later, you look around and it's all different because
it's
of that.
all downhill
From here. Yeah.
It is crazy, and you guys know that I'm real big on taking the risk and going after your dreams and doing stuff, and not that it was the biggest risk in the world to send a friend request or anything, but it was a risk on your end to to reach back out and then for us to like hang out, and you know, it was a risk for us to do it, you know. And
well, I think just dating in general is all, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
It's very risky.
It's risky. You're putting your heart out there for whatever, somebody, but if you don't do it, then nothing good's gonna come out of it.
Well, I mean, how many times it's like every movie plot of this guy that thinks this girl's great but out of their league, and then they're too scared, and then they finally take the risk and it works out, you know. Because how many people in this world are just too scared to do stuff in general, much less go after a girl that you think like, dang, she's awesome. Like you're too nervous, you're too scared, you're like, oh, they'll be out of my league or whatever. It's like, go for it. Who cares if that girl says no? At least you tried. It's better than just like not trying. And that's the same thing with trying to get a job or going after like a YouTube career or going after whatever it may be. I mean, it's just whatever you're going for, just take the risk. And I learned that years back, way back. And ever since then, I was just like, I mean, I was like a super sheltered kid that I thought the world was one way. And I was terrified to drive far away from my hometown. I was whatever. And then I just took a risk one day to move 8 hours away to be in a band that I never even met. Met him on MySpace. Get down, girl. Met him on MySpace, and then that literally changed my entire life. And I was just like, holy cow, like, if I took that risk and it worked, what if I did this? What if I did this? And then it's just, a lot of people at the beginning will be like, oh, well, you're overconfident, or you're just cocky, or whatever. Whenever you get to the point where you're like, I can do that. It's not that you're cocky or that you're arrogant or anything like that. You've taken enough risk that you're not even worried anymore.
And there's nothing wrong with
Damn, girl, you hear her?
Yeah, she just burped on us.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having confidence.
No, get in.
But people who see confidence and, like, I don't know, they don't have it in themselves, they'll project onto you and be like,
oh, yeah.
He's a narcissist, he's full of himself. It's like, you're just confident. Maybe you need to work on whatever you're self-conscious about. Yeah.
And I've been seeing a bunch of videos pop up and stuff, and like some of them will pop up and it's like, what did they say? This is wrong, but it's something like, be that cocky person, or be that, dang it, what did they say? It showed, I can't think at all now. Who's my actor?
Colin.
No.
Oh, Brad.
Brad Pitt. I like all his movies. It showed Brad Pitt and Kanye. And it was like, be so full of yourself that you make it. And it's one of those that like Kanye West, everyone's like, he's crazy, he's nuts.
He's so Lucy.
Stop.
Go. She's, you guys know, over the top. Well, Kanye's like that because his mind, I mean, he literally he's mentally ill. But
in the best way.
I don't know. I don't think you know what's happening now with him. He's like,
oh, I don't know anything
he's declaring
recent.
he's a Nazi and everything.
Oh, well.
So I wouldn't say.
I didn't know all that.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's just like, his mind, he's mentally ill, but the whole, his brain works like that, and he creates great music, so.
Yeah, because his brain is different. But,
yeah, but anyway.
Prior Nazis swearing in or whatever he's doing here, I don't know. Yeah. I was unaware of that. People just thought he was crazy. But it's like, you know, he's just a confident guy. And, you know, just, there's certain people that just have it to where it's like, I don't care what you think. I'm going after this. This is my dream. This is my thing. I'm going after it. And you're only crazy until it works. And then everyone, it's like, there's so many things that I've done to where so many people talk trash. And then when it worked, they were like my best friends. And it's like, yeah, I know him. I could get, like, started working with the bands. Oh, hey, can you get me in the show? Remember all that time you were talking trash? No. Yeah. Like, there's just so many people like that that'll be your worst critic until you do well. And then they're your best supporter. And, it's just those people have never done anything themselves. Those people are the ones that are always like, it's always just bad luck. Oh, it's always this. Well, you can change it. Everything is a mindset. And it's like we said earlier, it's just you can either focus on the good or the bad. And like I've been saying for a while now, it's very easy to get caught up in the bad comments and people talking trash and stuff. And it doesn't bother me to the point that people think it bothers me. It bothers me to the point that, like, I just want to explain myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I just who I am.
And, yeah, because you do, like, people think it bothers you a lot because you talk about it all the time, like, on here. But, the reason you talk about it is you are, like, very much where you explain yourself.
Yeah.
There's, like, something in you where you gotta explain everything.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like it. I have to. I think it's just I have to get it out of my head, or it's stuck in there bouncing around. I got to get it out. And so, I don't know.
And you do, like, wear your heart and emotions and, like, everything. And your thoughts even on your sleeve. So if it's bouncing around, you're saying it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There
So.
it is.
I don't know. I know this isn't a whole video of, like, we've been building a whole lot. We've been doing this. It's just another generic, like, go for your dreams. But then I don't think people, like, why is it bad to hear that? Even if you hear it every day. I wish every single day, and I'm not saying she don't do this or nothing. I'm just saying, I wish every single day I was just surrounded by everybody that was like, dude, today we're going for this. Man, yesterday I tried this, it worked. We're going for this. Like, you'd never want to be surrounded with people that are just naysayers and negative people and
or just
stuff.
settling.
Yeah, you don't, because you will become what you're surrounded with. And I said this the other day in a video, but it's more of like the fact I'm very glad that I'm with someone like Danielle, because she literally said, I will not be the wife that says no. I won't be the wife.
Well, yeah.
Well, let me.
Okay.
You didn't watch the video.
No, I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I won't be the one that stops you from going after what you want. You know, I'm not going to be like, no, this and that. It's, I will support you, as long as it doesn't put us in a bad spot, clearly.
That's like the whole caveat of it. But because I hate, there's nothing more, like, disrespectful to me, though, like, when, say, we're at, the place looking at side-by-sides, and it's like, oh, I can't because of the old ball and chain.
I made that joke once, and she did not like it.
Well, I waited till we got home. I said,
she caused a scene in the play. No, she didn't.
No, I just view that as very disrespectful. Like, I just hate that, like, that talk of, I can't do this because my wife, like, stuff like that. I'm like, I know you said it as a joke. I just, don't ever want to be that way. So, don't ever put me in the position to be that, and then even joke. So you don't make those jokes anymore.
No.
But also, like I said, I'm not going to be the one that says no, because two, you're not going to put me in the position. Like, obviously, I will say no if it's something extremely irresponsible and it's not good for us and our family.
But I'm already going to take that into consideration before I do anything.
Yeah,
and same thing on her part with me.
Like, we respect each other enough to not make those selfish decisions.
Yeah.
Where it's just, I don't care what this causes.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to make her mad, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyway because I care about myself only. That's not...
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not how we roll.
Yeah.
So...
Well, same thing, too, with, like, everyone does their own stuff, but, like, we've been this way for way before we were married. Our money's our money, and it doesn't matter if Danielle brings in $0 or $100,000 in a day. It doesn't matter how much money I'm bringing in or how little I'm bringing in, as long as we're both doing what we're supposed to be doing. And now, if Danielle was just like, I ain't gonna work no more. Why? Well, I don't feel like it. They'd be like, well, you can't just not do something.
There's a difference between just, like, being lazy.
Yeah.
As long as you're, like, we're very big on just, like, effort and accountability for your own part. As long as it's about just respect, again, for the other person.
Yeah.
As long as you're upholding that, then it's like, we're not going to be the people that tells each other no.
Yeah, and it's even down to...
There's layers to it. It's not just the fact that Jason willy-nilly can do whatever he wants, but he's not going to. Like, he's a very respectful husband, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, too, with, like, us financially. Again, our money's our money. It's, if I have $100 and she has $50, we have $150. Well, you know, vice versa, same thing. It's just more of, we have this unspoken agreement. We've never truly, like, put a limit. We've never truly said, hey, if we spend over $500, we need to tell the other person or whatever. It's normally just like, all right, I need this or I want this, I'm going to go do it. Because how often do we do that? You know, and there's times that, like, Danielle's like, yeah, I need new shoes, I'm just not going to buy them. I'm like, go buy you some shoes. She's like, no, I'm not going to. I feel like I don't want to spend that money on it. I'm like,
it's hard for me to spend like $200 on shoes. For like work. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm like, I can't go buy them for you because it's shoe. You got to try them on. You got to make sure they're good. You know, all that stuff. It's getting windy. I don't know how windy it is on there, but we just had this unspoken agreement about things that we do. That we've been together long enough. We know what the other person it would upset them or whatever. Like, we've been through things, like I said. I made the joke of like, oh, I don't know, she'll let me. You know, clearly it was a joke. We were there just to get something or whatever, or maybe look. I don't remember what it was. And maybe I just use it as like, I ain't spend that much money. I'm just gonna be like, nah, she won't let me.
That's the thing too. Is like a lot of times, like, use that, put it on their wife, which is like, whatever. Some women don't care, or whatever. But for some reason, for me, it just like.
She don't like it.
I don't like it. Yeah. I do not like that.
It took me one time to learn that, and I didn't do it again. But I don't know. It's just like an unspoken agreement that we have, and I feel like that's rare. I really do. I really feel like what we have is rare, and there's a lot of conversations that we've had, not really anytime soonish, you know, something like that, but over the years, I think we've had more real talks than most people have had being with someone for 10, 15, 20 years. We just literally just put it out there and say, this may make you upset, but this is how I feel. Or this, hey, I feel like we should do this. Okay, well, I feel like we should do that. Okay, how do we meet in the middle? How do we both happy in this situation when we both don't want to do something or both want to do something different or whatever? Like, we have this rule also that's maybe, it's been said, but it's kind of unspoken as well. It's like, we don't leave like, you don't go to bed angry. You have to figure it out.
You're going to lose it.
Nah, it'll stay up. We just be rocking. It's just everything we do, we try to just be like, okay, let's just fix this, because at the end of the day, we love each other. At the end of the day, we're not trying to make, like, I think that's a big turning point too with people is, with friendships, whatever. You know my intentions, and if it upset you, I'm sorry, but you know my intention wasn't that. And that's
like even with that joke where you said, well, she won't let me.
Yeah.
Your intention, it wasn't to be disrespectful, it was a joke, but I'm still going to say, hey,
I don't like it, but I understand why you did it. Yeah. So this isn't going to be a big fight or nothing.
It's just to let you know. Yeah. And then from there, you take it away.
Yeah, and I think that needs to be gone in with friendships, stuff like that. I mean, literally, like Paragon, you know, we'll say stuff to them, talk trash, they'll talk trash back, well, whatever. And then if something ever does come, it's like, hey, I don't like that. Hey, got it. Yep. And it became a thing to where, like, if we're joking and if we don't like it, what do we say?
What?
Read the room.
Read the room.
Read the room, Jason. I said, well, it was all fun and games, so I said it. All right? Or Danielle will do it and blame it on me. That's happened before. Yeah, you know, Jason, when you did it, it wasn't even me, Chrissy.
I didn't blame it on you. People just thought it was you.
Well, you didn't have my back. You stay quiet.
No, I just laughed.
I said it wasn't even me. It was you.
I forgot what it even was.
I know what it is. We can't say it.
Oh.
But I don't know. Just every single thing in life is because of your outcome, how your mindset is. If you want to focus on the good, if you want to focus on the bad, and especially when you're in a relationship, if you're not looking for the good in your relationship, you're just going to focus on the bad and it ain't going to go nowhere. And there's certain things that, as of lately, it wasn't bad or anything like that. I don't want y'all to start jumping to conclusions. But as soon as we found out we were having a kid, and there's certain things of, it was, we felt like we needed to sell the house. We felt like we needed to hurry up and build this house. We needed to hurry up and do this. We needed to whatever. And we just had a real talk. We're like, what do we want? What do you want? What do I want? Let's put it out there. Whatever there is, whether it's good, bad, or whatever, let's make sure we get everything squared away before there's a kid in the picture.
Yeah.
And we just had just real talks and just put it all out there. And I don't think most relationships are like that. It's most people want to be mad. Most people want to go just get on Facebook and rant about their significant other or
go. This is the worst thing you can do is go to a group, especially if it's like a group of like single people or people that hate their significant other, and then just vent, because then it just becomes a bashing fest.
Yeah.
I've seen so many relationships like in that way. But anyway.
Yeah, and it's never good too to if you're not doing well, don't push that on someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that it's like being someone that's miserable in life, that hates their job or hates their whatever or hates their significant other and wants the other people to be single with them or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this all sounds so common sense, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's so many people like that, and I'm just glad that we figured things out with ourselves, and we're not perfect, but
I mean, we're older, we've learned from in the past, and then I don't know, we are just a good match for each other.
Yeah.
Because you sent that Facebook request.
Took that risk.
And here we are.
Here we are. Stuck with her for another 18 years at least.
At least.
Yeah. Sucks to be you. Anyways, guys, hopefully y'all have a good one. If
Hopefully you can hear us over the wind.
Yeah. If y'all made it this far, y'all need to reevaluate your lives.
Yeah.
If you could watch 27 minutes of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyways, we do appreciate it. And I think you guys will like the Crocker Life video you guys will be seeing later. So, I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you have a good one. And it's getting a little chilly. I'm not enjoying it right now. It's cloudy. I didn't think it was supposed to rain more, but it kind of looks like it might.
It feels like storms moving in.
Storms are brewing. So, I don't know. Hopefully no one was affected by the weather around here.
Yeah.
And, so hopefully you guys have a great day. Catch the Crocker Life a little later. All right, bye.